Hey guys, David with Diecast Media Network. Thanks for joining us. I'm going to do things a little bit different. If you guys have been watching news and reviews in the past, you know that we typically throw out some previews of stuff coming out in the Diecast community. We're going to try and do it a little bit different. We're always evolving here at Diecast Media Network. So we're going to do a show where we're just reviewing cars, kind of the reviews portion. And we are looking to collaborate with another popular YouTube content creator to maybe figure out how to do the news in a different format and maybe a different show altogether. So if you're here today, let's just look at some cars. We'll do some brief comparisons between the brands, and we'll just look at 3 cars the same way we've always done it: an American, a European, and an Asian automaker. So we're going to get right to it today. First one we're going to look at is DCT. You know, it's a brand that is doing some really good stuff, getting some licenses, making some really cool, absolutely true to scale 1/64 die-cast cars from some of our favorite automakers out there. Here is how your packaging comes from DCT. No screws on the base. You'll notice that it comes with a form sealed plastic insert. Really nice way to ship that. Absolutely no way that's going to come off of the screws or get damaged during shipping. Here is the base, or the plinth. It is a plastic base. Looks like it's got a sticker that on this case is a little bit labeled cattywampus wise. But here is your base, just in case you are interested in this brand. So we're here to look at the car. We'll get to that. This is a Lexus LFA, and it's, let's see what's on the base here. We've got looks like a plastic base. We got the DCT logo on it. We got some tires with tread on them. A little bit of detail on your base for your suspension and exhaust, and you can see some of the exhaust here on the back. Well, let's real quick. I want to point out this brand puts their cars together with 2 screws. You guys that take them apart and customize them will love that. Fantastic paint job until you get to the cracks and the panel lines, panel gaps. That is a little bit because of the tricky kind of paint job they tried to put on this. It's almost like a Spectraflame if you're a Hot Wheels fan. Anywho, with all that said, the casting is really well done by Diecast team. DCT is doing some cars that we don't see from other diecast makers. You can see they give you a lot of detail. They give you tail lamps that have multiple colors on them. They give you clear automaker badges. Look at the Lexus badge on the deck lid above the registration plate. Exhaust is a little bit disappointing on this one. This is a tri exhaust, and didn't try very hard, pardon the pun, because it's just a little bit of paint or a sticker on top of a little piece on the base. Got some indicator stickers there as well, or some paint. I do like that there's flat black here. It's not the same gloss as you get around the window trim. So we've got a little bit of a detail on the door lock, F badge on the fender there. Check out the wheels. Those are like kind of like a pewter color. Really well done. Headlamps look amazing, and the vents look good. Lexus badge on the front. Left-hand drive vehicle on this one. The mirrors are built into the casting. That's nice, and they do reflect. You can see that right there. Overall, fantastic model by DCT. I'm going to stick it on the turntable. We'll watch it go around, but I wanted to mention, not many castings. Matchbox does a chunky, not so good version of this car in one of their collector lines. Here is a Lexus LC, not the same car, but this is from Car. You get a plastic base, and you can see 2021 Lexus LC 500 Era on the base there. Here's the reason, guys, you'll hear me talk about I could do without any opening parts on any of my cars. I think we have a hood on this one. Although you get nice features like that, doesn't always sit flush. That hood is a good hood. It does sit flush. But check out these doors. So you get a right-hand drive, nice interior. Try as I might, that door is never going to lay flush. So for me, I don't know. I'm just being OCD. Not a big fan of that. This is just another brand for a similar type of car. That's kind of what I'm looking to do on this show, is maybe give you some comparisons and other brand makers, other diecast brand makers who are doing some of these lesser known cars. Era car on the left, DCT diecast team on the right. Let's watch it go around. Super excited about this Jaguar XJ-S V12 model from BMC. I am going to get this open here live and on camera. And you can see this says Jaguar and the Leaper device are trademarks owned and licensed by Jaguar Land Rover Limited. So that would suggest to me this is a licensed vehicle. Always good to see. This XJS is going to be in cobalt blue, a left-hand drive vehicle. Not sure I specified that, or if it does come in a right-hand drive variation. This is from a company called BMC. And I tell you what, you've got your QR code. Scan that if you would like. Let's take a look at it, because I have tried to get my hands on any 80s and 90s and early 2000s Jaguars out there in diecast, especially in 1/64 scale. BMC, I would assume, is going to be what I knew as BM Creations, and they were always good about supplying extra parts to customize your models and also to steer them. So if you don't believe me, check this out. You can actually pose this car on your diorama in a turn, and that's just one feature that you get, and why we show different brands. All right, so we're going to look at this one, and then we're going to look at one that's similar. Before I get to the car, let me show you. You've got other versions of other wheels, and I am going to be honest, I don't see a huge heap of difference in the two wheel sets. Same color, both of them are aluminum alloy color. Not sure of how much benefit you get from that second wheel set. Gonna have to be careful with this one. We got some really small parts on it. Take a look first at the profile. Does that look like a Jaguar XJS to you? It does to me. I think the wheels could use a little help. I think the tires are a little small. This looks like a Greenlight California lowrider version of this car, just in my opinion. Look how much you can see through the model all the way to the other side. I'm not sure I like that. Not a huge fan of that part of this model. Got some trim around the windows. We got chrome around the windows as well. Two different color moldings along the side here. Black rubber, chrome on top. Coming around on the rear. Do get two different colors on the tail lamps. That's nice. Red on top, amber on the bottom. All the badging looks to be right and looks to be legible. XJS V12. Got some chrome side view mirrors that reflect. That's pretty nice. Got some small defroster lines on the back glass. Coming around on the front, I do like the color is smashed. They nailed it. Cobalt blue, and it's a very fine metal flake. Badge on the hood or bonnet to my friends over there. Seems a little high. That's where the Jag would be. So maybe, I don't know. Could have done without the sticker, to be honest. If you're not going to give us a hood ornament, really no point in just throwing a sticker that, I guess, I don't know. I don't know if there'd be anything there other than the hood ornament. Front end is nailed. So that is what I would look at first if this car was coming down the road at me. Looks good, looks exactly like a Jag. Something I think Jeremy Clarkson would be okay driving. So on the front, we've got some indicator lights, a little drop of paint in orange. Overall, nice model. Few things I would do differently on the tire. I didn't point out, check out the super small windshield wipers. Those are different parts, or added parts afterwards. Only other version of this car that I've seen, one of my favorites in my entire collection, guys. Here is an NO64 in British Racing Green. It's got the same badge on the hood. I'll go back and look, and I'll put a picture here if that is what is on the actual car. But if not, I would have preferred both of these guys to either put a hood ornament or nothing. But the NO64, I love. It's got the English registration plate in yellow, complemented by that green. It just looks amazing, especially with the super tan interior. And I think the wheels are a little bit better, and I love the fact that you can't see through the wheel arches to the other side. This car is spectacular. Not a bad job from BMC, BM Creations. It did not cost the same as the NO64 version. So we'll stick it on the turntable, watch it go around, and then we'll move on to our last car. Don't think I have any other versions of a 92 Ford Mustang. This is from the pretty new Stampede series that Greenlight has released. This will be our American car. This is a 92 Mustang LX 5.0. And this thing looks really good. Looks really good in the package. Let's see if it holds up. Wish I had more 92s to compare to. All right. Got what we got. You get what you get, and you don't throw a fit. That's what my wife used to tell our son. All right, so we've got some beefy tires. Wheels are spot on. Greenlight, you're always going to get really well done automaker specific wheel sets, and these 5 spokes look exactly like what was on the car. Tires have tread on them. Metal base from Greenlight. It's riveted. You've got, this is a licensed vehicle. You can see that. And first thing we're going to talk about, it just looks like that car. Looks like a 92 Ford Mustang. Coming around on the rear, well, we have got some lensed tail lamps on a Greenlight model. I can't remember the last time I said that, guys. They are very specific, or very particular about who gets lensed headlamps or tail lamps. This one has tail lamps and an opening hood with the engine detail there. See that air box on top in silver, rest of it in black, and then you've got a little bit of detail on the aprons on the side. Hood sits nice and flat. Headlamps are going to be painted only. You do get some indicator lights in orange on the right. Ford badge on the middle of the grille. And you do get a pony license plate on the front. Color matched bumper. 5.0, really visible on the fender. Looking good. Black interior. Pretty good looking interior, actually. Nice steering wheel. It's a really well done car by Greenlight. And lens tail lamps, if this is the direction that they are headed, I am here for it and all about it. Let's stick this one on the turntable, watch it go around. Hope you've enjoyed seeing some car reviews, some 164 diecast here on Diecast Media Network. Stick around. We're going to do it fairly often. We'll show some more next time. Till then, take care.